What's up YouTube? I'm Kevin and this is a Toad Life gear review. Today I'm talking packing cubes. I've got a couple different brands of packing cubes here. Stick around, I'm going to tell you what I like about both, what I don't like, and how I use them. Okay, starting off with my left, we've got some budget packing cubes from Amazon that are Gonex. So these are extremely affordable. I think the entire set when I purchased them was around 30 bucks. I believe they're around 35 now, but still very affordable. You get all four sizes. You get an extra large, a medium, and a small. They have held up so far extremely well for the price. They also offer some additional features beyond just normal packing cubes. They are compression type packing cubes. So the outside material is a lightweight ripstop nylon, and they have held up extremely well to this point. So I've done some light travel with these and they've held up. This one I carry every day with a spare change of clothes to and from work, and there's really no signs of wear on it. The stitching's staying together. There's no real wear from using it every day, and I've been carrying this one for probably, I would say, somewhere in the vicinity of 6 months every day, and holding up fantastic. So, you know, I was a little uncertain when I bought them because of the price. The better brands, the premium packing cubes, especially the compression type, can cost what the entire set of these cost for one, and I thought I would try these from Amazon first and see how I liked them, and it turns out they're holding up pretty well. So, as I mentioned, this one I use for work every day to bring a spare change of clothes to and from the plant. The exterior of the bag has a couple features to note. One is the grab handle. So this is super convenient for putting in or pulling out of your pack. It's got two zippers. There's a light gray zipper and then a darker gray zipper. The light gray zipper is the main access zipper, while the dark gray zipper is the compression zipper. So I'll show you how I have this one loaded out and what I got in it. This is the dark gray zipper. I'm unzipping first. So we open this up, and the first thing you'll notice when we have it unzipped is it gets a little bit wider. So we've decompressed it. This one is not stuffed completely full. I could definitely fit a little bit more in here. So we'll open up the main compartment, and you'll see I have a pair of socks in here. I've got a pair of underwear, t-shirt, a button-down shirt, and I've got a big bulky pair of jeans in there. So that all fits in there very easily with some room to spare. I could easily, I would think, fit at least another pair of socks in here, maybe another t-shirt. You know, when you really look at what I've got left on the top for space, I might be able to get away with using the medium for this, but I've been using the larger. So the only, I would say, minor gripe I have with these is I do wish that this main access point opened up all the way around. So I wish that this was full open, mainly for unloading. For packing, this is fine. You can stuff your stuff down in there. However, unloading, you gotta pull some stuff out potentially to get at the back stuff. So it's hard to get at this last pair of jeans in here with the other stuff in the way. It does really not make a difference when you're loading it. So it would be nice to see full zip. That way when you're loading it, maybe you can, you know, leave it half zipped and stuff your stuff in there, finish zipping it off, but when you want to get at it, rip it open and you've got access to everything. So this is a very lightweight material, as I mentioned. It folds down flat next to nothing if you want to bring some with you somewhere. If you're going to have them unloaded in your bag, it takes up basically no space. So to compress the bag after you close it up, you've got a handy little pull here to pull against when you're zipping. although it only helps to about there, and then you got to start rotating the bag. And as you go around, you got to push the material in. The more you stuff in there, the more pressure you're gonna have to put on it. But as you're pressing that in, you're pushing all the air out. You don't need to pack the air. There'll be air when we get there, for most of us. And this one's relatively easy to close because I don't have it overly stuffed. But at the end, to get around that thick pair of jeans, I'm gonna have to push down a little bit, and that's it. We got a nice compact cube packed full of clothes. So the small one, same deal. I'll open it up, show you what I've got in there. And this one I typically use for underwear and socks, but we'll uncompress it or decompress it, as it were. You'll see it gets a little bit wider. And we'll go ahead and open this up. I'll pull out the contents. So this one, for demonstration purposes, I have loaded up with socks. And I've got a pair of Duluth socks, Darn Tough socks, 2 pair of Grip 6 wool socks, a nice fat pair of synthetic insulated socks, and another pair of Duluth socks. These are over the calf boot socks, so these are some big socks. I'm able to fit 6 pairs of socks in there easily. I think I could probably stuff 1 more pair in there, and if these were mid-weight socks for a summer camping trip, I could probably fit 7, 8, 9 pair of socks in there, no problem. I usually do split this. I'll put underwear and socks in there for the shorter trips. For longer, I might have to separate the two. But stuffing it in there is just as easy. Push it in, I toe the bottom. The zipper configuration doesn't come into play as much. It's actually, I think, better to have it this way for loading it. You can kind of stuff it in as you go. But that's it, and I've definitely got some extra room in there. So, same thing with the other bigger one. I'll zip it shut, and then close the compression zipper. Pushing in as I go along, bringing that zipper together. When you get towards the end, you are going to have to push a little harder. May even have to lay it flat and smash it down, but that doesn't seem to be the case with this one. And that's it. And a nice solid cube of socks. So you can see the profile wise, it definitely takes a little bit of profile off the bag. Helps push all that air out. Alright, so what I like and what I don't like about these, just to sum it up, I do like the fact that they're very lightweight. I was a little concerned about the material and whether or not it would last. The lightweight ripstop nylon though has held up fantastic so far. I like the handle. You know, it's not gonna carry a lot of weight, looks a little flimsy, but again, I'm packing clothes in here. If you're putting bricks in these bags, maybe I'd worry about the handles. And I don't like that the zippers don't go all the way around. That's really about it in terms of dislikes. The color's not fantastic, but it was affordable. So, all right. Let's move on to this side. On this side, I have a GORUCK 20-liter full packing cube. So this cube is definitely heavier duty than those. The material is definitely more substantial. This is 200D nylon, and the description just says lightweight ripstop nylon for these. So this 200D is definitely more substantial. Still very smooth though and lightweight. It has a really good feel to it. It feels very substantial, and it definitely feels like it's going to last longer than these. So the exterior of the packing cube features a patch panel. So we have the GORUCK patch that came with it, the American flag spear tip, and we've got 2 handles on the top. These handles again offer some convenience. Very nice for dropping it into a bag, pulling it out. This is a pretty big packing cube. You can fit a lot of stuff in here. This goes into my GR2, but it takes up a lot of space in there. If I got to put it in width-wise, I really got to squeeze the size of the bag to get it zipped. If I'm going to put it in vertically, you know, you don't leave yourself a lot of room on the sides and very little at the top. to load extra stuff, and I'm talking about my 40-liter GR2. So I will most likely pick up the 10-liter version of this, and they offer a couple different types. So they have the 10-liter and the 20-liter full, they call them, and that's a clamshell open. I'll show you that in a minute. And then they have what's essentially the same thing but cut in half, and they call it a flat, right? So if we open this up and take a look inside, it opens clamshell, and you've got two separate sides separated by mesh compartment covers that you can see through. So that's the other version you can buy, just is basically half of these. Well, before we get too far into the inside of the bag, I just want to point out the zippers and the zipper pulls. The zippers on this are fairly small, but they're holding up very well. They've got a nice long zipper pull on them that makes it easy to access and pull around. They did seem, I was a little concerned about the size, but they're working great. They zip easily, and I'm having no issues with them, so I do like them. They reduce the weight of the bag somewhat too, instead of having a big bulky zipper on there. Probably makes sense for a packing cube. So back to the inside, we've got two separate compartments, as I mentioned. We've got a nice little feature here, which is the color-coded zipper pulls per compartment. So you could use this, fully loaded out as a fully loaded out bag and clothes on both sides. You could load out one side and that's your clean side, then use the other side for your dirty clothes. Combination of both is fully loaded out when you get there. As you start wearing clothes, dirty clothes can go on this side, clean can stay on this. I would use red for dirty, gray for clean, but the mesh feels pretty substantial, like it's going to last. It doesn't feel flimsy. It's solid, thick mesh that's looks like it's going to stand the test of time. These zippers on the inside are even smaller than the zippers on the outside. Again though, I've had no problem zipping them or closing them. I think that's probably a feature you want in a packing cube. You want less bulk, less weight. So I also really love, in contrast to these, how this one opens full clamshell, right? So you've got full access to the entire content of what you put in there. Same with this side, basically just a mirror image. And that's a great, you've got full unfettered access to everything you put in there. For demonstration purposes, I've got 5 pair of pants on this side. So I've got 2 pair of Duluth Flex Dry on the Fly pants, a pair of Duluth Flex Expedition pants, and a pair of Duluth Fire Hose Flex pants. So these are thicker pants. I typically wouldn't travel with these, but I wanted to shove them in there and see what they look like. I could probably fit 2 more pair of the Dry on the Fly pants in place of these. They're much heavier weight and thicker. On this side, I've got several 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Carhartt t-shirts. So these are big, thick, heavyweight t-shirts. I'm able to easily fit 6 of them in there. I like to use this on camping trips, probably a little bit more so than travel. This is a little bit big for me to take in a bag with me for traveling, unless I'm checking something, but this is a fantastic bag to bring in the trailer with me. So when we're going camping, this will definitely go in the trailer, help keep me organized. I've got a smaller trailer with not a lot of drawers and stuff for clothing. This will sit right on the shelf, keep everything nice and organized for me. Alright, so I'll zip these back up. And yeah, these zippers they're smooth. They're small, but they're sturdy. No problems whatsoever. Alright, I do like the clamshell design. And zip this back up. And then we'll move on to the other bag I have, which this is the same bag. One's loaded and one's empty. Just want to show you how flat this thing sits. So I do typically carry, this is also part of my everyday carry, so this is always in my pack. Usually sits on the bottom of my GR2 on top of this. Takes up very little space. This is a GORUCK Brick Bag. And I like them so much I bought a second GORUCK Brick Bag, and I could see maybe buying a couple more. They're extremely versatile. So this is 1000D Cordura. It's a roll top bag. You can stuff stuff in there, push the air out, compress it down nice and tight, buckle it together, and you've got another bag with a handle basically. So when we go camping or I'm traveling, this winds up being a laundry bag for me. But I mean, you could stuff extra gear in there. If you're coming home with more stuff than you're left with, you've got another sack to put it in that's durable, convenient carry, can clip it to the back of your pack. These are great to have on hand. I really like the GORUCK Brick Bags. In addition, if you get where you're going and you want to move some weights around, you can load these up with bricks or sand or gravel, and you've got a weighted workout bag, basically a kettlebell. So very versatile packs. There's also a patch panel on these. You got two big nylon MOLLE webbing straps right here, and then a line of MOLLE around the outside. So that offers a little bit of convenience and versatility as well. Just all around extremely versatile, and they're extremely affordable. I would definitely suggest picking a couple of these up. So this one is just a loaded out example, but this one would be, you know, if I'm stuffing dirty laundry in there, although this is actually clean laundry. For demonstration purposes, it's dirty laundry. Stuff that down in there as you travel, you know, and you push it down, squeeze all that air out, right? Roll this boy up, and there you go. Convenient, handy, versatile, and well built. This thing is going to last a lifetime. That's very, very sturdy 1000D Cordura on this. So I do like the versatility that the cubes provide. You know, this, as I mentioned, is my everyday carry cube that I have a change of clothes in for work. When I come home from work on a Friday and we're going to head out in a travel trailer and head to the campground, I yank this out, everything's in it. I don't need the work clothes. Drop my packed out camping cube in there. I'm ready to hit the road. So modular packing is extremely easy and makes for more organized travel and much better utilization of space. So I'm a big fan of the packing cubes. Again, I'll probably get another set of these. My wife has already indicated that she wants me to get her a set of these, and can't beat the versatility that the packing cubes can provide. Excellent way to stay organized and maximize space when you're traveling. If you found this video useful at all and you wouldn't mind, I would greatly appreciate it if you smash the like button for me, and I would be honored if you subscribe to my channel. Thank you.